YouTube, what is good? Jeff Abel here, always able. Back on here for another video. And to be completely real and honest, I did not feel like getting on here today. Which leads me into the topic today is that you were gonna have off days. And I am actually having one right now as we speak. And what I mean by off days is that there are going to be days where even where you feel like you have a goal and you have a destination and you know what you want, you know where you're going, there are going to be days where you kind of just fall out of that mindset. I would guess if you're human, I would guess that most people have off days. Nobody's perfect, and if you don't have any off days, good for you. But I know that I have off days. And when I mean off is that sometimes I just find myself falling out of that positive, like driven, motivated, better version of myself, discipline, I'm going to conquer everything mindset. And like today, for example, I don't know. I don't really know what it is. Sometimes I just fall out of that shit and I'm just like, what is it? What's the answer? What am I really looking for? What's going to make me happy? Do I need change? Do I not? Do I need to move? Do I not? Do I need to do that? Like, you almost kind of find yourself looking for the answers. Like, what is it? At least for me personally, I'll one day or for a couple days or like a week, however long, like I'll feel so motivated and amped and fucking just driven, and I'm gonna do this, and this, and I got a plan. And then other days I'm just like, I'll completely just fall right out of it, and I'm just like, man, like what do I really want? Like, who am I really? Like, what's the answer? What is it that I'm looking for that's going to put me back on this path of just this mindset? And it's a scary feeling, man. It's not something that I obviously like I enjoy to feel, but it is a real feeling that I do encounter. And like today, for instance, I fell into it, and for whatever reason, I kind of was just like in this funk of just like, dude, what am I really searching for? Like, what's the answer? And looking back on it, I think that maybe this isn't the answer, but this could be a factor of it, is that I find myself scrolling on fucking TikTok and Instagram reels and shit. Like today, I try to think to myself, like, all right, cool. Like, I have this feeling. When did I start feeling like this? Like, trying to pinpoint what it is, or when the point of that feeling changing. What was I doing when I started to feel this way, or what do I think it is that makes me feel this way? And then like today, for instance, I'm looking back on it and I'm thinking to myself, all right, well, like, I was prepping my food, and I've been super disciplined, and I'm just doing my normal Sunday thing. And I'm like, well, while my food's cooking, I'm like sitting down and I'm just on the phone and I'm just scrolling and I'm watching all these like self-help and gurus and these business owners and influencers on driving this car or living this lifestyle. They're free, they're financially free, this and that, and I'm thinking to myself, man, like I think I'm just spending too much time. And I think that we hear that a lot, like, oh, stop scrolling, and it's very cliche and common to hear that, but it is so true. Like, I think that while being motivated from social media is a good thing, and seeing other people doing what you want to do it can be a good thing and motivating, I think that a way that I can, and maybe somebody watching this can change and avoid that mindset of feeling lost, is to avoid scrolling so much and just kind of taking a step back and realizing that, like, things are pretty good. Like, I think it's okay to want more and not be content, but at the same time, kind of be able to take a step back and just be like grateful for where you're at, and grateful for what you have, and grateful that I got a roof over my head, and grateful that I have, you know, a room with this equipment to come down and play music, and you know, the privilege to get on here with a camera and sit down and make content. Like, you know, I think I kind of just sometimes I take stuff for granted, and I don't realize that, like, you know, things are good. Like, I have a lot better than a lot of people out there, and I think that spending too much time on social media and too much time looking at like these lifestyles that people have that you want, can force you to get into this mindset where like you think things aren't good enough and you're not good enough, and you know they keep you searching, like, what is the answer, what's going to make me happy, like this lifestyle make me happy, or this job will make me happy, or this car, or this girl, or this location will make me happy. And I go through that shit. I'm like damn, like, oh, like maybe moving somewhere warm will be the answer, or maybe being around people that are doing more and have more money is the answer, or, you know, once I make this amount of money a year, that's the answer, or once I have freedom with my time, that's the answer. And like, while those things may be the answer to some people, I think constantly looking at it on social media, it just puts you in a bad mindset. So I think an important thing to do is to try to maybe limit the screen time, or only watch certain things. And I know that I need to be a little bit more disciplined myself when it comes to that, and you know, maybe set like allocate a certain amount of time for being on social, or just focus more on producing content rather than consuming. But other than that, I mean, I'm sure that's not the only factor, but you know, I'm feeling that way today, and like if I had to look back on it and take a guess why I feel like that, I think it's because I spent too much time just scrolling, like watching other people doing shit that I in my head I feel like I should be doing, and it takes away from me kind of realizing what I do have, and being grateful for what I do have and the people that I have in my life. So, so I would suggest to try to practice that if you are feeling like the way I'm feeling today. So hopefully you got something out of that. Jeff Abel, always able. I'm out.